Perhaps apart from getting a jacked body for the summer, one of your New Year's resolutions is to improve your English or pick up a new language. You might be wondering, how the hell do I do that so that's effective? Should I sign up for a course at language school? Should I get a tutor? Should I get a self-study book? How do I fit learning a language into my busy schedule? In this video, I'm going to share with you my unique strategies for learning a language in an effective and enjoyable way. My goal is to learn Italian by September so that I will be able to hold a simple conversation in this language. Let's shed some light on how I'm going to do that. My first piece of advice is to find the right motivation. If you want to learn Japanese because you want to understand the dialogues in your favorite anime, that's brilliant. If you are passionate about the culture of the language you want to learn, you'll find it easy to stay motivated.
Oh my god, my Italian hand. I need to relax. My hands are so Italian.
Another good reason for learning a language might be that you are dying to understand the lyrics of your favorite song, or that you want to read a book in the language it was written. In my opinion, all the impractical reasons for learning a language, like being interested in the culture of this language or the sheer pleasure of learning a language, might be much more motivating than some practical reasons. However, some people might want to learn a language because they want to get a better job, and that's completely fine. Speaking different languages is always a valuable asset in the job market. A couple of years ago, I took up learning Hungarian. I was simply interested in the language. Little did I know that thanks to this skill, I would get a job in finance. Whatever the reason might be, first of all, I would reflect on why I'm doing all of this. Let's face it, we are lazy. However, there's one solution that you can try to fight your laziness. The key is to develop a habit of learning. This habit must be so strong that even if you skip one day of learning, you will feel miserable. Another thing which you can do, and I will for sure do it myself, is to link learning with some pleasant activity. First of all, you need to understand that I simply love coffee. I'm pretty sure I'm responsible for 80% of consumption of coffee in Poland. What I'm going to do is to build this habit to get up every morning, make myself a cup of coffee, and flicker through my notes without cramming the words, just reading them aloud. Is to surround yourself with the language you want to learn. Now, when you ask someone about the best way to learn a language, they will probably tell you to go to a different country, live there for a year or so, and you will pick up the language just like that. Okay, but what if you don't want to move to another country, or you just cannot do it? These days, there are thousands of ways to surround yourself with a language without leaving your home. Are you keen on TV series? You can watch Netflix with subtitles in so many different languages. You can listen to podcasts in English on your way to work. If you want to learn English, you can listen to the BBC Radio 4 on your phone. You can get yourself wireless headphones and listen to the radio while you're cleaning your apartment or when you're on a walk. Even if you're just starting to learn a language, it's always a great idea to listen to the language, even if you don't understand anything. I once met a teacher who would play BBC in the background during his English lessons so that the students might listen to English all the time. When it comes to Italian, I'm going to listen to some Italian songs and also watch some series on Netflix in Italian. Do you love just lying on the couch and scrolling through your Instagram? No problem. There is a bunch of users that create content related to learning foreign languages on Instagram. A huge advantage of learning languages through Instagram is that the content is usually created by the native speakers of these languages, so they can teach you how their language is actually spoken in real life. So instead of watching another film of cats, make sure to follow one of these creators. I will definitely add this activity to my learning plan. The last activity from my list is actually the most important one, and you will not achieve success without it. What you need to do is to use the language whenever and wherever you can. Perhaps you are using English on a regular basis at work, which is a perfect opportunity to practice speaking. Even if you have just 2 minutes before the meeting, You can always start some small talk with the other participants. You can also volunteer to prepare a presentation in a foreign language at work. It will be easier for you to talk about something that you already know. In my opinion, it's always a great idea to sign up for one-to-one lessons with a tutor. Even if you practice speaking once a week with someone who can correct your mistakes and provide you with some new vocabulary, you will surely make progress by leaps and bounds. Also, you will feel more confident because you won't have to worry about making mistakes. When it comes to language schools, I'm not a big fan of group courses, to be honest. The problem with group courses is that the teachers cannot devote enough time to every student. I also think that you don't have that many opportunities to practice speaking on a group course. What if you don't have time for classes? This solution obviously has some disadvantages, but you can always try speaking to yourself. As strange as it sounds, it actually works. Maybe you're an introvert and you don't like speaking with other people. In that case, I would suggest starting a diary. It's a perfect way to practice your language skills. Most students consider writing a great challenge or a pain in the ass. However, I think that writing can also significantly improve your speaking skills because you're practicing expressing yourself in a different language. To sum up, what I wish to accomplish by this video is that, of course, you will go binge watching TV series, scrolling through Instagram, neglecting your family, and speaking to yourself. Sorry about that, I just love exaggerating everything. Once you find a way to enjoy the process of learning itself, you will find it effortless. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, good luck with learning, and remember, whenever you have the chance, practice foreign languages.